Peers versus concentration. Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Mall Feature Byte content. And today's video, we will be talking about the peers versus concentration theory. And a lot of people actually have been commenting. A lot of people, I've heard like millions of questions literally from all of you guys on in like line chats, Discord servers, and stuff. People are always asking, shall they go, like, should they go for peers, or should they try to get some concentration as well on the cards? Now you might know that concentration you can now get on artifact 3 to like any single artifact can give you concentration, as well as you can also roll concentration and peers on the card stat in the craft option as well. All resistance is the useless one, so like I will not say useless, but definitely it's a waste, okay, to try to roll it. So it's the battle between the concentration versus the peers. So which one is better? Which one is better for you as a PvE player, as a PvP player, or a hybrid player, or which is gonna be the best investment for the future as well, even if you don't get the other one. So let's take a look at the few points, then we'll talk about that. So first of all, peers, like Netmarble has not identified, or Netmarble has not given us much information about what exactly peers is. It just says peers damage. Maybe just pierces defenses. It does not depend on the dodge and stuff like that, but they have not given any explanations about this. Apart from that, concentration basically helps in you in two ways, which is you can be having a mighty CTP or a brilliant CTP. It only works for mighty and brilliant, aka reforce CTPs, while as peers right off the bat, as soon as you get some peers, even if you don't have a reforce CTP and you only have a normal CTP, just like maybe a normal CTP of energy, maybe normal even greed, you don't have to have mighty greed for peers to give you extra damage. Peers will always give you extra damage in every single game mode, PvE, PvP, no matter you name the game mode, World Boss Legend, ABX, Timeline Battle, Alliance Tournament, everywhere, Danger Room Dispatch Mission, Story, everywhere, right? That's why Pierce is more useful and Pierce is better. Secondly, Pierce of course work with all the CTPs, all kinds of normal, mighties, brilliants. Concentration, however, only works for two kinds of CTPs, which is either you need to have the mighty or you need to have the brilliant. Okay, the pierce effect or the concentration extra effect, which is the damage increase, it could be, the steal effect, you get some extra damage received decrease in the PvP department. It only works for the reforce CTPs. So use of concentration is definitely limited to the reforce CTPs, while as pierce is straight off the bat very, very useful. Now, what pierce does basically is give you extra damage, right? Concentration, on the other hand, gives you two stuff. First of all, if you have a PvP CTP, just like if you have on Spidey or maybe my Sentry, if I have this success rate penetration, okay, it actually gives you three things basically, not two things. So this penetration proc from the mighty CTP of regeneration with the 40% success rate. You might have seen the purple bar right below the HP bar of Sentry or the Reforce CTP Sentries, and that is this proc, the penetration proc. Basically, it has the chance, it is the 40% chance that the opponent's attack will be pierced and they will stop attacking. You might have seen in Timeline Battle or in some videos that the other characters gets guard broken and the attack actually stops, so you can survive more and gives you more chance to win the match, right? On the other hand, if you have a CTP, just like a mighty CTP of authority, which is actually this one, it gives you decrease all damage received by 30%. In additionally, it also gives you extra defense, which is gonna be 20% of the total concentration that you have on your account. I mean cards, CTPs, artifact, basically artifacts and stuff. So it depends on that. If you have a PvE CTP, which is the damage dealing CTP, just like the CTP of energy, mighty CTP of judgment, we have the mighty CTP of destruction. It gives you extra damage. Look at this. So the strike proc on the mighty CTP of destruction for my Doom is giving me 120% extra damage for 5 seconds. Apart from that, it will give me extra damage, which will be 30% of the total concentration. Now, it might seem much, but it's not much. It's totally trash, honestly speaking. Now, I have no concentration on the card. I only have 22% peers, right? I only have 22% peers, which is great, but I don't have any concentration. I had a concentration artifact before this one, which gives you a 3-star artifact will always give you 2% concentration. A 4-star will give you 3%. 5-star will give you 4%, and the 6-star, the maximum artifact or the highest rank artifact, will give you a total of 5% concentration. So if you take a look at that, if you have a 3-star artifact with 2% concentration, it is giving me 30% of the 2%. That's like point something. So instead of 120% damage dealt with this proc, I will get 120.23 or something. Like 0.23. That's literally negligible. And even if you have a 6-star artifact, that's going to be 5% concentration, 30% of 5%. That's still less. Like, yeah, 6-star will be a different case. Then yes, concentration might be better off because it gives you flat damage. But that's still very negligible amount of damage increase that you are getting here. Judgment is different case. Judgment gives you more damage because it's a 70% of the concentration, while as this thing only is 30% of the concentration. And I don't remember, I have to check the mighty CDP of energy. It gives you 20% of the extra peers of the concentration. So it varies depending on what CDP you're using, PvE, PvP, and all of these other CDPs. Judgment gets the most help and the most damage dealt from the concentration, while as CDP of energy might be the second best, and destruction might be the last one to get the damage out of the concentration because of the damage dealt, which is very negligible. PS actually helps more than the damage dealt, definitely. Now, of course, that of course is the concentration. Why you need concentration? You can have concentration on cards along with the peers, yes, but that is only good for hybrid players who are alliance tournament players. You know, if you can be like 80% HP, 70% HP on the cards, as well as great amount of attack and pierce as well. If you have like 5% concentration on the card, like 20% pierce and 5% concentration, that's a good that's a good amount of concentration to have. But the issue there is that 5% plus, suppose you have a 3-star artifact, or yeah, which gives you 2% concentration, that will be 7% concentration on your Dr. Doom. Still it will be 30% of the 7%. That's, you know, that's still very low. Because it's a percentage. It's actually not the multiplier, it's actually percentage. So it is actually definitely very low. Unless you have brilliant CTPs, you do not need concentration as a PvE player. As a PvP player, yes, you can have concentration, but trust me, if your card sucks, no matter how much concentration you have, it's not gonna save you. It's literally not gonna save you. Your stats on the base card, your defense, HP and everything should be good enough for the concentration to work properly, because the CTPs will give you 40% success rate, right? And of course, most used CTP is gonna be probably regen, but of course authority also comes in that phase. So if you have a mighty authority, if I have this on my Dr. Doom, even if I have 15% concentration on my card, will still die with my cards, because my cards suck for PvP. They don't have a lot of HP, they don't have a lot of all defense, and my defensive stats on my cards are very bad, that even though I can try to put like a 6-star concentration artifact on my sentry and still lose. And that will happen, okay? It does not guarantee that it will give you the most or the best result. So in my opinion, peers will be more useful, and concentration is not much useful unless you have a hybrid build, of course, on the cards, and you are an alliance tournament player, or maybe alliance conquest also is the deal. That is the reason you might see most of the players actually trying to get more peers on the cards compared to actually concentration. I think my friend Jameson is a really good example of the concentration and peers balance. So he has 6% of peers and he has 11% of concentration. Reason being, he has 90% HP and 50% all defense. He's an alliance tournament player. He plays in the top alliances for alliance tournament, which is of course the the topmost PvP game mode in the game, of course, right? And maybe of course he loves Alliance Conquest as well. So in that case, he has a lot of Brefo CDPs. So if he adds 3-star artifacts to every single Alliance Conquest character, it gives you 13% concentration total, which is very good. Along with and coupled with the all defense and the max HP that he has, his characters will be much more tankier, much more stronger, and much more impactful in the game compared to someone like my own account. Because I only have like, I think 13% max HP and 19% all defense, which is kind of trash. It does not even do anything, right? So I think it only depends, and you should only go for that kind of card set if you want to, if you are a PvP player. But still, most of the PvP players are trying to get more Pierce on the cards, because Pierce lets you do more damage. Now, you might have seen the artifact that actually reduces the Pierce damage received, like this one. Decrease Pierce damage received by 7%. This is a very good counter to people having a lot of Pierce, and you can of course get less damage. Maybe at that time, or in that case, concentration might be a better option, but that does not happen most of the time, and you cannot say what artifact the other player is gonna have that you're fighting, right? It's so random. We have thousands of players playing the game, and literally we have no idea which player is gonna have which CDPs and which artifacts. So I think going for Pierce is much better. Reason: Pierce, of course, World Boss Legend, you can see instant change in your damage output in World Boss Legend. Danger Room, of course, while it was in the game, it was very impactful. Danger Room will be coming back to the game probably in the anniversary, I hope so. So Pierce will still be useful. Dispatch mission, for those high dispatch stages, you need Pierce. You cannot do the 11th and 12th sector with 5 or 6% Pierce, maybe with a brilliant CDP. But if you don't have a brilliant CDP, it's very hard. It's literally nearly impossible. With my 22% Pierce, I was able to do it with like 15 or 20 seconds remaining in the last stage, which was very close. Of course, I did not use any brilliant CDPs, but still, the Pierce helped me out. Pierce will always help you out no matter what game mode you are playing, and concentration is situationally useful. I tried the concentration artifact on my Dr. Doom, and then I put this critical damage artifact. Guess what? My Dr. Doom did way more damage in World Boss Legend with this artifact, and I was able to clear stage 59 last night on stream, which I was not able to do with the concentration artifact. So I can for sure, from my experience, can say Pierce has way more value than concentration. You can have concentration. Brilliant CDPs are the most common targets for having more concentration. You might have seen people using Brilliant Judgment Mephisto, and even actually Mighty Judgment Supergiant. In those cases, concentration will be better. Reason: first of all, it's going to be a judgment, and I've already told you that judgment actually gives you more damage. The proc that you get, or the additional damage on the brilliant, actually is actually 70% of the skill damage increase, and 100. It gives you 100% of the concentration. So if you have 10% concentration in total on your cards and artifact combined, you will get 10% extra elemental damage. 10% extra is huge. It's definitely huge. So basically, apart from doing the 70% damage, you will be doing 80% of elemental damage, which is definitely huge. That is why brilliant CDPs are the most targets, or the most suitable targets for the concentration. Usually on the other CDPs, other kinds of artifacts and having more peers on the cards is a better option to go with, because it helps you out more in all of the game modes. So the verdict or the summary, it's already been like, the video has been long, sorry guys, but I had to showcase this information, or give you guys this information around the concentration and the peers, and the theoretical that we have been talking about. So final verdict and the summary: Pierce is way more useful than concentration, and usually, unless you are a hardcore PvP player, you do not need concentration on the cards. Artifact is a choice depending on what kind of CDP that you are using. Mighty Judgment will be a better choice for concentration. Other CDPs like Energy and those, if you only have a 3-star artifact, going for critical rate or critical damage artifact is better than concentration. So roll Pierce on your cards. Don't go for concentration unless you are a hardcore PvP player who plays or pushes timeline battle, who plays Alliance Conquest, or maybe who pushes Alliance Tournament, is a PvP freak. Otherwise, go and try to get 25% Pierce, and rest will fall along. You will not lose much value in the game as well. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And I hope this video was informative as well. If you think this video did solve out some of your doubts regarding the concentration and Pierce, which one you should go for, don't forget to leave a like on the video as well. Of course, don't forget to share this video as well to as many people as you can, so that they also can make right decisions and they don't go, trying for much concentration, and that actually ended up wasting crystal, because crafting can be expensive, and if someone spends crystals crafting cards to get more concentration, even if they are not hardcore PvP players, they are literally wasting their crystals. So if you do enjoy the video, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.